Jan, Job Accommodation Network, Practical Solutions, Workplace Success, 800-526-7234 for voice, 877-781-9403 for TTY. AskJan.org. Employee with visual disability needs new accommodation for cancer treatments. Renee is a strong-performing senior manufacturing engineer and project manager who has been with an automotive company for more than 20 years. Shortly after she joined the company, she began to lose her vision and has requested and received various accommodations. Her manager, Robert, has only managed Renee for a little over a year. He is speaking on phone as Renee approaches office.
Well, it's going to be tough, but you can count on me to meet all the targets. Yeah, well, you're going to owe me a heck of a lot more than a beer if we make those numbers. We'll see it. Hi, Renee. Come on in.
Hi, Robert. Still have some time for a quick one-on-one?
Sure. Have a seat.
Do you mind shutting the door? This is confidential.
Yeah, sure.
Renee has a serious look on her face.
What's up?
I'm just going to say it. I have cancer, and I'm going to need chemo and surgery.
Geez, Renee, I'm really sorry to hear that. Wow.
I've been through this before. This is a recurrence. I am going to need a few weeks for the surgery, and I'm going to need a flexible work arrangement while I'm going through the treatments.
I see. Well, I guess you've done the paperwork with HR and stuff. Tough situation, Renee. I really don't know what to say.
Look, Robert, I know that we have a critical and daunting launch schedule and quality standards to work out for this new product. This is not a great time for me to be off, but I want to make this work.
Yeah, sure. When does your medical leave begin?
Surgery's scheduled in about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Roger checks his computer.
Got it. Well, let's talk after I touch base with HR about the next steps.
Okay. I appreciate you keeping this between us, Robert.
Certainly.
Robert and Shirley, the accommodation specialists in HR, meet in Robert's office to discuss Renee's accommodation.
Look, I feel for Renee. Bad break with this cancer thing on top of her having the visual challenges, but I'm really under the gun here. And her role is key to ramping up for the new line. I promised we'd meet our targets, and this is going to make it a lot harder.
I know, Robert, but as my dad always says, sometimes things seem darkest before the dawn.
Look, just a few snafus, and we'll be missing objectives right and left. Why don't we just encourage Renee to focus on her health situation, and I'll hire someone else for this critical role.
That is not what she wants, Robert. It's been demonstrated that when people face health challenges, they have much better outcomes when they're able to continue to work and live their lives, not have everything be about the treatment and the diagnosis.
It's also been demonstrated that to reach launch goals, you got to have everyone focused and pulling their own weight.
Have you talked to Renee about how she proposes to keep up with demand?
Well, no, I didn't want to bother her with that. If it was me, I would just want to focus on my health.
Renee is a resilient person who has successfully managed both her health and her job during her tenure here with us. I'd ask her what she has in mind.
All right.
Great.
Shirley and Renee on the phone split screen.
Hi, Renee. I heard from medical that you're going out on leave. I'm really sorry to hear about your situation.
Thank you.
I talked with Robert.
I bet he's a little freaked out with the launch deadlines that are looming.
Maybe a little. I bet you have some ideas about how to make this work, Renee. I mean, you have a knack for coming up with creative solutions.
Yes, I have a couple of ideas. I'm not sure how well they're going to be received. Can I run them by you?
Renee and Shirley carry on conversation off screen. We now see Renee in Robert's office.
Thank you for your email, Robert. I'm so glad you asked for more details about how we might make things work while I'm taking care of this health situation.
Yeah, well, sure. Do you have any ideas?
Yes. Here is what I'm thinking might work with your help. First, I'm documenting what we need to do while I'm out. I suggest we work with HR to find someone working on the Excalibur or Preeminent lines, which are winding down, who could benefit from cross-training.
Do you have someone in mind?
There are a couple of possibilities. I haven't talked with them yet. I know you would need to get headcount relief and find the budget, but with the revenue projections, I would think you could make the case for having a second planner on this launch, even if I didn't have this medical thing come up.
Maybe. You know how hard it is to get additional heads. But maybe.
This person could also help out when I come back. Chemo can be a bear, and this would ensure coverage during peaks. I also think this would be an opportunity to accelerate a younger engineer's development. With the massive retirement cliff the company's facing and the mandate to get early career folks up to speed faster, you could also suggest this is part of that effort.
True. I've been told I need to encourage more mentoring.
So, what do you say? Do we have a plan? Do you want me to get a couple internal candidates in to talk with you for this interim or possibly long-term opportunity?
I gotta say, Renee, you are one tough cookie. I don't know if I could be that practical and job focused if I was in your shoes.
People don't know what they are able to do until they have to. You're a pretty tough cookie yourself, Robert. I bet you'd figure it out.
Robert leans back as he laughs along with Renee. In producing these videos, we were committed to recruiting talent that appropriately reflects the diversity of the U.S. Thus, both actors with and without disabilities were featured in these videos. Special thanks to DebDaggettDiversity.com and DisabilityInclusion.com for their valuable contributions to the production of this video. This video was developed and produced by the Job Accommodation Network, JAN. JAN is a service of the Office of Disability Employment Policy, U.S. Department of Labor, grant number OD23442-1275454. This video does not necessarily reflect the views or policies of the Office of Disability Employment Policy, nor does mention of trade names, commercial products, or organizations imply endorsement by the U.S. Department of Labor.